Keval Kumbhaka. Keval Kumbhaka is that where it's a fruit of all the efforts which you do, and that is a natural suspension of the breath. And inside body it becomes Antash Kumbhak. If it's outside body, then it becomes the Bahir Kumbhak. And that Kevali Kumbhak is something which a yogi aspires for. But it takes years and years of practice where you come to this point. Initially you do it for a very small time, you will be able to retain the breath. And but then time comes, you are an adept, then this natural suspension of the breath occurs. So this is what Gita is talking about, and Sri Krishna is also not giving the detail how to do that. And when I spoke about it in my commentary, I have also not revealed it, because I cannot reveal these diamonds to those who don't even understand the value of it. So there is a system in which you need to prepare your body and your nadis. Nadi means the nerve, the flow of energies which are happening in the body. So there is a process, you follow that, and then finally you come to a point where the Guru will see that, okay, now you are ready to do that. So yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, and then comes the part of the kumbhaka, which is the advanced stage of the pranayam, and that's how it can be experienced by doing it, not by just listening to it. It isn't that easy. Another question is from Neeraj Gagneja, that Bhumya was a thief, his innate prakriti was rajoguni, tamoguni. He was transformed into one filled with sattvaguna by Guru Nanak Dev. Masters have such wonderful yet inscrutable ways of guiding you out of your prakriti. What qualities one must have to receive such a grace from the Master? Neeraj, the only thing which is required is a total surrender, which is so hard because our mind is very well trained into being a hypocrite, being a liar, being a self-professed great Sattvaguni person, being self-proclaimed devotee and self-certified the best person living on this earth. The ego is so bloated. It's so difficult to accept somebody is higher than me. That's why many people run away from the Guru, just because of simple reason, because in front of the Guru it seems to be, so that we are nothing, and we don't like that. Although from the Guru side, Guru never sees you that you are nothing, because Guru knows who you are in your reality and you are not different from my own self. You are extension of myself. You are like the one water in the ocean, but then there are bubbles, big and small, there waves are there, big and small, but end of the day everything is water. From Guru's perspective, it's just one self which is there in all forms, with all the variety of names. But from people's perspective, Guru is something else, I am something else, and we are so badly trained because of our own avidya, because of our own darknesses, and people around us are also like that. So we are great in lying, feeling I am greater than you, judging others, and filled with superiority complexes, having so many vasanas now. Who would, come to me and say, I am a liar? No one. Who will say, I am a hypocrite? No one. Who will say, I have been deceiving you also by pretending to be a great disciple of you, and yet I actually don't listen to you what you say, and I am not doing all what you are asking us to do. Who will say? Who will accept? It's very, very hard. When I say samarpan, I say surrender, it's like coming clean, being totally naked to the, not physically naked, please don't anybody try to do that it means physically naked. It's not about physical nakedness, it's about like opening up your mind. Now sometimes the mind is having so deep hidden impressions that you don't notice it, but you have those bad points. But a Guru can see that. And others might not see me. That's why we are always creating these walls around our character. We are kind of camouflaging it. We are hiding behind so many layers. We don't want our real mind to come in open to everybody. So because we have been trained to deceive, we deceive ourselves, we deceive others. So it's very difficult to surrender, because the ego plays such dirty games that you become victim of your own mind. So anybody who can be in a total surrender, like in the case of Bhumia, who met Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and in maybe few days, he just was hooked to the Guru, and he could dare to say this, that I am a thief, that's my livelihood. He never hid it. He just said it. And I also said it, I cannot leave theft. That's what I know. That's how I survive and maintain my family. So don't ever you tell me that you leave stealing. So what an innocent and what a sheer openness, sincerity, humbleness, truthfulness, and totally surrender to Guru's word. When Guru said that, okay, you can steal. Now which Guru will say that? But Guru said, okay, you can steal, but never steal from a house where you have eaten something. So in Hindi we say, namak harami nahi karna. If you have eaten salt of a household, you can never harm those people. And that's how the smart ploy of Guru Nanak worked and paid so well, that when he did this theft in king's palace, he could have totally forgotten the word which he gave to the Guru, that I will never steal from a house where I have eaten, and accidentally he ate something in that palace which was salty. And now he has all the gold and diamond and silver jewelry and packed up nicely. So there was these two options. Either he takes away everything and lives his life comfortably and then never ever have to steal, or he sticks to the word which he gave to the Guru. What did he choose? He chose the Guru. And he left all that loot right in the king's palace, walked out unnoticed. So that's the beauty of the person, Bhumia. This gentleman was from Assam, the northeast. And what a wonderful person. Bhumia is, I would say, a classic example of purity, innocence, surrender. And if somebody has that quality, only then you can receive this kind of grace, what Bhumia received from Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Question is from Shubham, Uttarakhand. We keep on saying that whatever we get and experience is because of our past karma. Is there a point where we start from beginning when karmas are zero? Then why do we start this journey on our born in the first place? Please guide. Well, Shubham, if you see anything which is rectangular, like this box in my hand, it begins from here, the first line ends here, the top line begins from here, and so over here. But I will use my mala to explain you something else. Now see, this is a round mala, right? This is a round mala. Now can you tell me from where it starts and where it ends? Right? Because I am holding it, you might say that from this finger or that finger, but actually if I go more precise, then I can use another prop, and that is this. See? This is a round kada. So where does it start and where does it end? So the jiva and the maya is functioning in a circular mode. Not linear, but in a circle. The circle, there is no end, there is no beginning. And that's why in India, we have the symbol of Shiva Lingam. Again, to make us understand there is no beginning and no end to the Brahm. Shiva Lingam is not Brahm, but Shiva Lingam is a symbol of Brahm. Circle, it's like a circle. There is no beginning, no end. It just goes on and on and on and on. Now, the point comes where you say, why are we in this circle? Why can't we come out of this circle? Well, there is a way. The way is of Atma Gyan. So if you have that, what happens is, in deep meditative state of samadhi, you burn your old samskaras, your impressions of past lives, and you don't do new karmas because the karta bhav tirohit ho gaya, meaning the doership is gone. So you are not then living like a one mind body unit, and you are not attached or obsessive about this body mind unit self as me. And this present life is the fruit of that prarabdha karma because of which this birth happened. And in some of the scriptures it is said that maybe a jnani might have another 3 births to exhaust the leftover karmas. Maybe in one life it won't be totally exhausted. So there might be another 3 lives might happen. But for a jnani it doesn't matter. Whether 3 or 30 or 300 births might happen, because for a jnani, even now when one is in this physical frame of body, the understanding is I am not this. So in myself, in my true self, I am never born, never died. So where did this life or another life or past life or future life question arises? Because somewhere you are still seeing this body as me, hence you are making that pre-birth, before the birth and then after the death what will happen. This just shows that although you are a student of Vedanta, but yet you haven't just cut through this tie of this body as me. That's why you are saying, I was born, I will be born, what will happen? But from the Brahm Vidya aspect, you are never born, never die. So, there's no past, there's no future. And past and future is just a myth. Past which is gone isn't just in your memory. Future, what you say, is just a calculative projection of your mind. What is always is the present. And in present, mano buddhi ahankara chitta ninaham nacha shrotra jive nacha grana netre. I am not this. So, no birth, no death, no past, no future. Question is from Joemini Patel from Austin, Texas. In the beginning of chapter 2, you have explained the formation of this manifest world, 3 bodies that are formed from the process of panchikarana, gross, which is the physical, subtle, which constitutes senses, antakaran. I am not clear about the causal body. You have explained that it comes from avidya, the macroscopic illusion or maya, which is unknown and not perceivable. So how does it come to a part of jiva? If you can explain the causal body for my understanding. Now causal body, if I put it more simply, then I would say a zone of darkness, zone of not knowing. And from this not knowing, this zone of darkness arises the subtle body and the senses. You say, how? I can give you example of sleep. When the darkness of the sleep comes, then arises the whole dream world out of that. And where does it go when the sleep is gone? Well, it goes back into that same darkness from where it arose. And every day in the night, you see this dream world. And from where does it arise? From where does it come? It is coming from the causal. Mind, intellect, ego, and the subconscious. The 4 faculties of your antakaran. Now when I say the subconscious, now it is that region which is much closer to the causal. Causal is what? The nescience, the avidya. So what is cause of your mind? Now from where did mind come out? We say avidya. What is avidya? We don't know. That is what it is. It's a dark zone, you don't know. Now, somebody said, no, but I want to know. But if you want to know, then maybe try to find out from where the sleep comes and from where the dream world is happening, which you think is real when that is occurring. So it arises from that dark region, and you know what? You totally forget that you are on a bed. You totally forget you're sleeping in a home or hotel or your country or a foreign land. And totally forgotten what happened a day before. All events, all emotions just wiped clean. And this dream world seems to be real. So a pauper can have a dream of being a king. And you can have a dream where your dead relatives are alive again. And you see strange places. Now, who is creating? Your mind is creating. How? Now it is gaining all the information from the subconscious. And doing some mix matches. Giving you a space to fulfill your desires which you couldn't do in the waking state. So all the dream world came out from the subconscious, about which your conscious mind has no clue what you have it in your subconscious.